Good morning. We're going to talk to you today about your relationships and your relationship with money and how the two can be compared to one another. You see, we want you to understand that everything that you are encountering while you are on the earth plane is about relationship to it or with it. Yes? And so what we really want to talk to you today about is your own relationships. Let's use the example of a couple. Yes? You have this endeavor that you are loving each other, that you are going to express that love to one another. And then at the end, there's going to be a result or a climax that you are going to reach, a point of satisfaction. Let's use that term. Sorry, folks, we're getting a little personal, but you'll get the idea of what it is we are trying to communicate to you, you see. You don't jump into that endeavor and just think that you're going right to the point of satisfying yourself. You're on a journey of love, a journey of exploration, a journey of giving, a journey of understanding. It's all about the journey, really. It's not about the end result. There is an end result, but that is not what the journey is about, you see. And we would tell you that if you would start to look at your money a little bit more this way, you would understand that even with your relationship with money, that there will be peaks and valleys along the way. That money will come in and feel wonderful. Money will go out and feel not so wonderful. But you will develop this trust, this understanding, this dependency even, reliability, that this relationship between you and your money will become one of love and not of fear. Many of you are looking at money differently. You're looking at money as money. And we want you to look at money as energy. When you are expressing yourself in love, it's energetic. It's energy, you see. And when you are expressing yourself financially, it's also energy. Many of you have not looked at it this way, but we would tell you that it would help you if you would, you see. You have to soothe yourself. If you were in a relationship and you were going through your days dissatisfied, not fulfilled, not having enough of what you needed, lack, not reliable or dependable, what do you think would happen to that relationship? It would start to fall apart. Now, when you are in relationship, certainly there are peaks and valleys. There are times when the relationship is wonderful, it is fulfilling, it feels gratifying. And then there are times when you go into a valley and it feels not so good, you see. But you have this expectation when you are committed to the one that you know that the valley is not going to last forever and that you're going to come back up to the top of the hill where the good stuff is, you see. And how would you recognize the good stuff had you not visited some of the things you're not liking so much, you see? The relationship you have with money is not all that different than the relationships you are having in your life, you see. You want to fill the bank account all the way up and get it just as full as possible and then never contribute to it again or never worry about it again. And we would tell you if you try to do this in a relationship, it's not going to work, and it's not going to work in your money either. You have to understand the ebb and flow of life, the ebb and flow in relationships and in your money, you see. You have to be able to trust, you have to be able to know that what it is that you are desiring is going to come to you, that you're going to be fulfilled, that you're going to reach the climax that you're looking for. If you hop into that bed and you're expecting things to not go well, you're expecting not to be satisfied, it's a good chance you're not going to be satisfied. And we would tell you it's the same thing in your money, you see. You have to understand that there's going to be days that are wonderfully profitable and you're going to be on top of the world. And then there's going to be days where you just soon not get into bed with that one. It's the way it is. It's called life. It's called contrast. We want you to really understand that everything is an exchange of energy, even your money. And so now you can kind of get to grasp that when we tell you to pivot and to go to an area in your life where things are feeling good, where things are going well, that can actually impact your money. That can actually help you if you are in a valley in regard to your money, you see. We want you to leave it alone. You can soothe yourself. You can acknowledge, I'm in a valley. This is not where I want to be. Yes, does not feel good to see the bank account where it is. But I know I have been here before. I know that my desire has been received. I know where I can take my energy right now, where I can feel good. Perhaps it's in your relationship. Perhaps it's in your work. Perhaps it's staring at your children. Perhaps it's your horse, your hobby, whatever it is. Take that energy someplace else and put your focus there and let the rest of the things in your life tag along on that stream of energy that you just converted into positivity, you see. You're always going to have these fluctuations in your life. And you're going to have them in your bank account too. And we know that some of you out there would probably be saying, well, there are those billionaires, there are those ones, but that doesn't mean that there are not issues or problems in other areas in their life. Perhaps they have developed the belief in the desire that they have so strongly, and it has become evident in form in their life. They do not waver from it. Therefore, it stays up there, you see. But if you're in the building process, you're going to have this fluctuation of energy. And that's all money is. Money is energy, see. If you were to measure the amount of energy that you put into the fear and loss of money against the energy of creating money, you'd get a pretty clear picture of what's in your bank account. And so what you're really trying to do is to tip the scale in your favor. You're never going to do it 100%. But you can still reap the benefits of a little higher percentage going in your favor, you see. I bet you never really looked at comparing your relationship to money, but there are so many similarities, really. The love of the one, the admiration of the one, the counting on the one, the understanding of the one. All of these emotions are the same emotions that are used in the creation of money. We want you to look at money as the sexiest partner that you've ever seen. And we want you to value money just like you value the most important relationship that you've ever been in. And this is how we want you to treat your money. We want you to treat it with faith, treat it with kindness, treat it with love, treat it with expectation, treat it with knowing. And just watch how it responds to you. There isn't anything that you are dealing with in this contrasting plane that's not energy. And so if you have a place in your life where you are not obtaining or getting in form what it is you would like to get, then you have to do an energy check. And what do we mean by energy? How are you feeling about something when there is a dip or a struggle? We would tell you that many of you, not all, but many of you value your relationships, and that if there is a dip or a struggle, you work very hard to regain your confidence in it, to put your trust in it, to align with it. You don't dwell on the things that caused the argument. You don't dwell on the things that you are not liking. You don't say to the one, you used to look a lot better than you do now. This is not what you do. But yet many of you don't look at your money the same way. You don't look at your bank account and say, last year you looked a lot better than you do now. What do you think the response of money will be in that case? It will shrink. That's what it will be. The more you praise, the more you compliment, the more you believe, the better and better your relationships will become with your mate, with your money, with your friends, with your job, with everything that matters to you. It's all about energy. So what we're really talking about here today is get ready for a contrasting ride on the earth plane. But hold your desire and your expectation on what you are wanting, regardless of the curves and the hills and the peaks and the valleys that you will encounter as you are here. And we promise you, if you hold that focus, you hold that desire, that love of whatever it is that you are wanting in your life, the universe will yield it to you. But if you become complacent, if you become disillusioned, the universe will lose its touch with you, its link to you. So what does this all boil down to? It boils down to commitment. This is where marriage and many of your relationships, such as marriage, originated. A commitment. A commitment. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, I'm going to work and work and work to try to make this work. We don't necessarily like the work word, yes? But we are giving you the analogy that you have made a commitment. And the commitment is sometimes the thing that holds the thing together. If you want that bank account full, you have to make a commitment to it. And a commitment isn't conditional. It isn't do this or I leave this. It allows for some fluctuation, some change. It allows, that's the best word we can think of. When people start worrying about money, there is a constriction that occurs within them. And there's no allowing in that constriction. If you constrict, your money is constricted. It's stopped. If you are fearful and full of angst and worry, the universe will respond in this regard to you, in regard to your money. So the reason we are comparing your money to your relationship is we want you to value it. We want you to be allowing to it. We want you to know that there are going to be peaks and valleys and that there are going to be ups and downs. But that you've committed yourself to it. You've chosen it. It's your desire. Just because there is a fluctuation, it doesn't mean that you are giving up on the relationship. This is where you have to be more committed, more in alignment. Why are we always talking about money? Well, money is a big thing on the earth plane because you are makers of form through your thoughts and feelings. And one of the ways that you bring form to yourself is with your money. But what you have forgotten is that the money is form. You see, it's just form being converted to another form. So the money is the form, and that's why it's important. It's a manifestation of your desire, which then allows you to purchase the things that you are wanting and desiring. But make no mistake about it, money is form. And you are the formers of it. How committed to it are you? How allowing of it are you? How understanding of it are you? We would tell you that most of you are quite rigid. You want to keep it home. Watch it closely. Be greedy with it. Not spend it. Hoard it. How would your relationship be if you never let the one go out and have a good time? If you had to watch it continually, if you had to worry about it? Now you're getting the idea a little bit why you are getting what you are getting in your financial world, because when you compare it to a relationship, which is the same, by the way, as a relationship with money, you start to realize that the way you treat money matters, and the way you treat your mate matters. They are two and the same. We like to use analogies because sometimes there is a leak or a crack that will go into the psyche of a human when we do this. And we hope that that's the case today. We hope that you look at money in a new way and that you can develop a relationship with money, a relationship with the energy of money, so that you can have the most fulfilling, full, beautiful bank account that you could ever have. Now, you didn't get the relationship that is beautiful and full by doing nothing. You built a relationship. You held the intention. You had a commitment through good times and bad, sickness and health. You've all heard the words. But what it boils down to is you made a commitment that you believed in. And you can make this same commitment to your bank account. It is same. We so much want you to have the lives that you came here to have. And we're going to continue coming at you day in and day out, any way that we can with analogies to help you do that. Good day.